With your hull fully inflated, you will now move on and place the battery onto the hull. This process is easiest if you remove the pump, but keep it close by because you will be using it again later in the setup process. With the battery, you want to make sure that the on-off button is facing the same direction as the valves on the deck. Pick up the battery, making sure that the handle is in the locked downward position, then place it into the open slot. Push down so that it fits snug in this spot. Then you're going to take the buckles and secure them over top the battery. If the buckles aren't fitting, then the battery must be pushed down further into the slot. Once it's secure, you're ready to move on to the next step. Once you have your battery placed, you need to find the motor with the corresponding serial number. It is crucial that you find the motor that has the matching serial number to the battery because otherwise the bot will not work. Once you have the motor that matches the battery that you just placed on the hull, you need to remove it from its wooden cradle. To do so, you will start by pulling out the push pins that are attached to the top of the motor. Then, you will grab the motor shaft and pull it straight up to pull it out of the tracks on the cradle. This can be made easier by using your foot and stepping on the bottom of the cradle as you pull out the motor. Next, you need to place the motor onto the deck. To do so, you will pick up the motor and align the tracks that are on the motor with the tracks that are on the deck. Be warned, this can be an extremely frustrating process and may take a few tries. Once they are aligned, you should be able to easily slide it up the tracks. You are in position when the holes on the tracks on the motor are aligned with the holes on the tracks on the deck. Then you will push the pins down and twist the ring so that they are underneath the motor and at no risk of being pulled out. Now it's time to raise the motor from a horizontal to a vertical position. To start, ensure that the positive and negative connectors are no longer wrapped around the motor and are free and clear and won't get tangled. From there, you will walk around to the other side of the motor. Then you will push on the front black lever to release the motor, pulling it straight out. Then push on the top black lever to pull the motor to a vertical position. Pull straight up on the motor shaft until it locks into place. Once you hear it click, it is in position. You will use the front black lever to lower and raise the motor every time you are deploying, towing, or bringing your bots onto a dock. Remember to only lower the motors when you are ready to deploy the bots, and that the motors must be up anytime you are towing. Once you have the motor in an upright position, you can connect it to the battery. To do so, remove the caps from the battery connectors, then place the corresponding side from the motor to the battery. Make sure that they are fully plugged in. Then take the caps and plug them into each other to keep them free and clear and avoid anything getting tangled. At this point, push the button at the front of the battery to turn the bot on.